On the way to the ring, from New York City, weighing in at 297 pounds, JBL. On the way to the ring, from India, weighing in at 420 pounds, the Great Khali.
A big New England welcome from Portland, Maine. This is good old JR, Jim Ross here with Jerry the King Law.
I've never seen a crowd so fired up, JR. They can't wait to get started, and neither can I.
That makes two of us, King. I don't think Portland's going to know what hit it after tonight. Boy, what a match. This match has come to an abrupt end for that superstar. Excellent counter. What ring presence. I tell you, King, sometimes I get exhausted just watching these superstars compete.
I know what you mean, JR. I don't think most people appreciate what incredible athletes these WWE superstars really are. Well, there's one less superstar in this match now.
That's it. The match is over for that particular superstar. Well, I have to admit, the only man on Wall Street with a cowboy hat, JBL, is looking pretty good out there. What is going through his mind in this match?
I think that right about now, he's hoping you weren't screwing up the commentary too bad. Looks like his hopes of winning this one have been shattered, JR.
I don't want to take anything away from the Masterpiece's accomplishments, but don't you find that his attitude leaves you feeling a little nauseous?
Do you want me to say he's cocky? Fine, he's cocky, but he's earned the right to be. Up and over and out. Eliminated.
Look at this! Look at this! You talk about a house of fire, you're seeing it right here!
Yeah? Well, somebody better put out that fire, or this one's not going to end well.
What a reversal! He's been removed from the ring and from contention in this match.
He turned the tables on his opponent with that one. Wow, he wasn't too gentle about throwing him out.
Look at Shawn Michaels. The future Hall of Famer has overcome so much adversity in his career. But the Heartbreak Kid's got more heart than anyone I've ever seen in this business.
You know, JR, HBK might be a living legend and all, but I wish he'd just keep his mouth shut and let his actions in the ring speak for him. He's never met a microphone he didn't like.
Michaels has impressed me more times than I can count, Ken. Even you have to admit that he's done a lot for this business.
Yeah, and the business has done a lot for him. Michaels tries to come off as a goody two-shoes, but when it comes right down to it, he's as much of an idiot. That's it. He's out of the ring, and that means he's out of the match, too. Over the top rope and down to the floor. That's an elimination.
You're not going to get him with that one. He just got tossed out rather unceremoniously, in my opinion. That's one fewer superstar in this match.
Step up, bring it. Yes, sir. Somebody gon' get that. Somebody gon' get that.
Man, would you look at the size and the speed of Umaga? I've never seen a superstar that big move so quickly.
No kidding. He really is a Samoan bulldozer.
Yeah, that's what they call him, and damned if I can find a better description. You don't want to get on this man's bad side.
You're assuming that he's got another side, JR. I'm not going to take any chances. I'm just going to stay out of his way. What a counter! It's like he read his opponent's mind. I know that Lashley's a big, strong guy, but there's a lot of big, strong guys out there. What makes him so special?
How about the fact that he's a 3-time National Wrestling Champion, or the fact that he's a 4-time Wrestling All-American? This capacity crowd is solidly behind their superstar. Look at this.
Wow, could you be any more biased, JR? How about some fair and balanced commentary? There's the reversal. So, how do you think this one's going to turn out, JR?
Honestly, King, I have absolutely no idea. Anything can happen here in the WWE.
But you've got to have a guess, right?
Look at him feeding off the energy from this capacity crowd. He's unstoppable.
You can't ever count on these fans, JR. They're fickle, and they'll abandon you in a heartbeat. Woo!
And it's been reversed. There he goes. He's out of the match.
This has gone beyond just being a match, Jay. I think he's looking to finish off his opponent right here.
He sure is. And that Dominator's exactly the way to do it.
He countered that one perfectly. Oh my gosh! He's been eliminated from the match.
Is that? Yes, that's an elimination. Sounds like this crowd's got something on their minds, King.
Who cares about them, JR? Look what's going on in the ring.
He's a slippery devil.
These superstars are beating the heck out of each other, and this crowd can't get enough of it.
It's what they paid to see, King, and they're getting their money's worth. And there's the elimination. He doesn't look too happy about it, but an elimination is an elimination.
I think we're going to find out just how much punishment the human body can withstand here tonight.
I think you're right, King. These superstars seem intent on taking each other to the limit.
I love that attitude, JR. Go big or go home.
Well, these superstars sure aren't going home until...
I don't believe it. He's been eliminated.
He countered that and made it look easy. He might as well start walking back to the locker room. He's out of this match.
He took a ride over the top rope, down to the floor, and out of this match. Tommy Dreamer might be the last of the old school superstars, and that's something I respect. It's hard. Talk about adding insult to injury, tossed out of the ring and the match. I don't think these superstars have any intention of taking it easy on each other tonight.
That's not what they signed up for, King. And quite frankly, I think these fans would be disappointed if they didn't go all out.
Well, that's easy for the fans to say. They've never set foot inside that ring.
No, but they spend their hard-earned dollars to watch what goes on inside it. And without them, we'd all be out of a job. Well, all I can say is someone's been eating their vitamins and saying their prayers.
Yo, 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 yo. Pop a 40 and check your rollies. It's crime time.
Brooklyn, Brooklyn. Bringing the hood to you.
Boy, there's not a lot of finesse to Shad's style, is there?
Oh, and that hasn't been much of a detriment to this big brawler from Brooklyn. He's not going to get caught with that one.
I can't believe he countered that one. You talk about ruthless aggression. Look at the way these superstars have been going after each other.
They're not playing with kid gloves, that's for sure.
We knew we were going to see a heck of a match, but this might turn out to be... No. Go ahead and say it, JR.
All right, I will. I think this one's got all the makings of a bona fide slobber knocker.
top of the food chain, and they don't get any bigger or badder than him.
This is Raw action at its finest. That's why Raw is the #1 brand of sports entertainment.
You got that right, JR. You're not going to see this kind of action on SmackDown.
Not on SmackDown or anywhere else. There's nothing else out there that can come close to the excitement of seeing the Raw superstars perform live.
Any superstar shows the slightest hint of weakness, they've lost the match.
That's for sure. No matter how beat up you are, you can't ever let your opponent know the extent of your injuries.
And that's easier said than done, JR. The human body can only absorb so much punishment. I talked to these superstars backstage before the match, and I don't think I've ever seen competitors so ready to get it on.
And that's coming through loud and clear here tonight in this match. They're not...
Here's your winner, Montel Vontavious Porter, MVP.